Carney and the rest of the Liberal government who have cheerled terrorists, literal Hamas supporters on our Canadian, so-called Canadian streets for the past 2.5 years, inviting hundreds of thousands of people into the country that absolutely hate our culture, hate our civilization, hate our society, hate our free speech, hate everything about us. And they invite hundreds of thousands of people in. What a brilliant idea. Question for you. There's a ceasefire now in the Middle East, yet still every day I'm seeing people in Ottawa dressed up like medieval executioners chanting for intifada in our lifetime, which for your Liberals, that means violent revolution, calling for violent revolution on our streets through loudspeakers like cowards with masks covering the entirety of their face so you can only see the slits of their eyes, rolling fake body bags on the streets, fake blood on their hands. This is still going on after the ceasefire. As I've said this entire time, this is not about Palestine. This is about anti-Western civilization. These people hate Canada. They hate our values. Living in Muslim-majority countries, theocratic countries with Sharia law are the 180 polar opposite of our Western values, which the Liberal Party of Canada is too either blind, dumb, or malevolent to realize. But still, there's a ceasefire. Last night, thousands of people with their stupid faces totally covered in large groups like cowards, still chanting intifada in our lifetime, from the river to the sea. Disgusting signs. Oh, hey, Liberal Party of Canada, who is supposed to be protecting Canadian citizens, that's supposed to be your primary responsibility. Can you let me know, when are these going to be stopped? Because I see no police officers in sight. These people are threatening violence against anybody who gives any indication they're not fully on their side. Are you going to do your goddamn job? You're so busy trying to pass laws to throw Canadians who oppose you politically for posting memes. Can you actually do something about the actual terrorists and Hamas supporters who are on our streets? Because there are thousands of them. They're not on a computer screen posting a meme. These people are actually physically on our streets on a day-to-day basis, threatening physical violence to people's faces. And I don't see the Liberal police, you guys who are so ridiculous on crime. Crime is up over 100% in the past 10 years thanks to your soft on crime, pro-criminal commie policies. Can you get out in the streets and do something about this? If anybody tries to organize a pro-Canada rally, you got about 1,000 police officers right there. But when you have literal people wearing Hamas headbands who want to bring Canada down, you're nowhere to be seen. Get your head out of your ass and do something for the people of Canada. The crime rates against women are up over 100% in the past decade alone. Oh, I wonder if that is to do with anything to do with bringing tens of thousands of people in from countries where women are literally treated like cattle. We have brought tens of thousands of people into Canada where a woman that are from countries where a woman is not allowed to leave her house without written permission from a man or a male escort. We have brought in tens of thousands of people from countries where if a man is caught sleeping with another man, he is sentenced to a minimum 10 years in prison and often thrown off a bridge. Oh, is that in line with your woke liberal values? Out of curiosity, is that in line with your woke liberal values? We have brought in tens of thousands of people from countries where they have laws that say if you so-called blaspheme against Allah, you are sentenced to life in prison and many times killed. These values are not compatible with Canadian values. Yet Canadians are told time and time again, you're an Islamophobe, you're a racist if you point any of this out. First of all, Islam is a religion. It's not a race anymore, and it's a set of beliefs. All you are as a person is your set of beliefs and values, what you think is important. When you import tens of thousands of people into a country from a culture that treats women as though they are second-class citizens, that kills gays, that is going to radically alter the country. You think that these people stand for Canadian values? You think that these people stand for freedom of expression, freedom of religion? This is the antithesis of their value. Yet our government continues to yell day after day. If you say anything about the fact that we're bringing in 50,000 people from Afghanistan, you're racist. No, I'm not. I'm somebody who loves my country, doesn't want to see it radically transformed into some sort of a woke hellhole. Fucking, and are these guys going to, so what, are we just, now that a ceasefire has been reached, are we just going to nonstop? Are these people allowed to just continue to spew their hate on our streets? Out of curiosity, what, so there's going to be no stopping these hate rallies? I've seen massive rallies in Montreal. There's still rallies going on every day in Ottawa. So what, our government is just going to continue to allow these people cosplaying as terrorists who, if you even walk by them recording, they immediately get violent. Thank God they're a bunch of fat slobs, but they immediately intimate that they're going to get violent. And what, we as Canadians are just told to sit down and take it? Because God knows if you go up to them and you say anything and any altercation occurs, God knows it's going to be the white guy that gets arrested. You can say that with 100% certainty in woke Canada. If there's any violence, you know immediately that, of course, it's not going to be the Hamas supporters that are going to get in trouble. It's going to be the white Canadian dude. So embarrassing, so upside down. We need to make so much noise. Tell our government, focus on the goddamn hate mobs on our street every day, rather than passing bills that want to throw Canadians in prison for posting goddamn memes. Mark Carney, Liberal Party of Canada, you guys are a bunch of absolute jokes, pathetic, destroying this country. We need to vote of no confidence in an election right now. Please like, share, subscribe, join, become a member. Really appreciate everybody who has. Grab some gear. There's some great Fight for Canada gear that helps get the message out. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you're following YouTube, youtube.com/@FightForCanada. Join the Discord. Patriotic Canadians are going to take this country back from these pieces of shit on our street.